Welcome to Casense.
Look at this hole in the wall. You don't go to the hardware store to own a drill. You go because you want this result. Business researchers call this the jobs to be done framework. It suggests we should stop looking at the features of a product and start looking at the specific progress a person is trying to make. Think about a long, incredibly boring morning drive to work. To get through it, a commuter hires a milkshake. The milkshake is thick, so it takes 20 minutes to drink. It keeps the driver occupied, and because it's in a neat cup that fits a cup holder, it doesn't leave crumbs on their work clothes like a breakfast sandwich would. When you look at the specific progress a person is trying to make in their day, you spot gaps in the market that everyone else misses. Every job has 3 distinct layers that a product needs to satisfy. The first is functional. This is the literal, physical work that needs to get done, like getting a shot of caffeine or having a snack that lasts for a 20-mile drive. The second is emotional. This is how the person feels while doing that task. Our driver wants to feel less bored and more alert during a monotonous commute. This diagram shows the final piece, the social dimension. This is about how the user looks to others. By choosing the neat milkshake over a messy sandwich, the driver feels like a composed professional when they pull into the office parking lot. A product satisfying all 3 of these dimensions is much harder for a competitor to replace because it fits into the customer's life on multiple levels. Now, look at the industry giants, the massive companies that currently dominate the market. These giants face a specific trap. To keep growing, they have to chase wealthier customers who will pay more for premium features, so they start climbing toward the top of this ladder. Look at what happens at the base of the ladder. As the giant climbs, it leaves behind a massive crowd of people who can't afford those new premium prices. These people are effectively abandoned. You see this in education. A prestige coding bootcamp might charge $10,000, serving only the most well-funded students, while ignoring millions of people who just need a basic skill to get their foot in the door. The giant isn't making a mistake. They are doing what they think is necessary to increase their profits. But by walking away from the bottom, they leave the door wide open for someone else to walk through. That open door is where the disruptor appears. They are a newcomer who focuses entirely on the crowd the giants ignored. They don't try to build a flawless luxury product. Instead, they offer something simple, affordable, and easy to use. An app like SkillSprout does this by offering low-cost, mobile-first mini-courses. It won't give you a master's degree, but it is good enough to help you land your first entry-level tech job. The giants look down from the top of the ladder and dismiss this. They see a simple, cheap app as an inferior tool that doesn't threaten their high-end business. The newcomer uses early success to steadily improve, adding better features and climbing the ladder. Eventually, the product meets everyone's needs, reaching the top tier where it displaces the original giant. True disruption is a gradual takeover. It happens when you serve the people at the bottom so well that you eventually outgrow the giants who ignored them. This strategy only works if you stay disciplined. If you try to attack a giant head-on with a high-end product, you are fighting on their turf. They have more resources and deeper pockets, and they will likely win. Simply being cheap isn't enough either. If your product is inexpensive but fails to actually help the customer make progress, they will walk away. You have to be good enough to get the job done today, with a plan to get better tomorrow. You also have to remember the driver and the milkshake. If you ignore the emotional and social reasons people buy, you are missing the most important parts of the job. Success requires a focus on both, identifying the overlooked job and having the patience to start at the bottom of the ladder. These 2 ideas give us a way to look at any market and see opportunities where others see obstacles. You can stop trying to invent a slightly more expensive drill for a market that is already full. Instead, look for the people who are currently struggling to make a hole and give them the simplest possible way to do it. Focusing on the progress people are actually trying to make is what allows a small newcomer to eventually grow into the new market leader.